morning everybody. This is the second video in our series about grade 6 and the new programme that we're doing, and this week we actually have some grade 6s with us. So they're going to talk about the wonderful work they've been doing, a trip to Kew Garden, how that relates to their project, what their overall project is, etc. And I have three grade 6s. We have Ben, and we have Chloe, and we have Sonia. So they're just going to tell us all about it, starting with Ben. First of all, tell us about the project and what you're doing.
Okay, so our project today is, or just like the whole thing, we're creating and designing a world project, an entire world with cultures, stories, beliefs, biomes, all these different things combined into one project, creating our world. And I think it's been really cool designing all of this because there's so many different subjects we're learning from in different ways to contribute to this one project, and I think it's really cool. Yeah. Some things, like one thing I can mention as an example is in science we've been learning about biomes, which is really cool because I've not learned about this before, about that biomes are separated between their temperatures and what amount of water that they have and all this cool stuff. And then Chloe, do you want to talk about the book a little bit?
Sure. So, in English lessons, we have been reading Where the World Turns Wild, which is a book about, well, two children who they live in a city where there is no nature, but they need to go out because there's been a big kind of disease that pretty much forced the cities to build a wall around them. So, and they escaped into the wild, and the author, Nicola Penfold, she's coming to visit us in December, and we are all really looking forward to that.
I am doing additional English, and in additional English we have been reading a shortness version of that book, just to do so we all can follow when the author, Nicola Penfold came to visit us.
And also, Sonia, and then maybe Chloe as well, you can talk a little bit about how that links to Kew Gardens and biomes and all the work you're doing around that.
Yes. It's also like good to go to Kew Gardens to see some new biomes, also for the Designing a World project, but also to understand the book a little more.
So, pretty much this week on Friday, we will be going to Kew Gardens to see the different habitats of the plants.
Yeah, we've already been preparing class for our field trip with worksheets about what plants are going to be there, what biomes are necessary for them to be in, for them to survive, and it's going to be a lot of collaborative work, teamwork together to make all of this happen and stuff.
So that's great. I'm just going to add one thing which may not have been clear, which is that this book was based on Kew Gardens. So the author herself had been in Kew Gardens and actually refers to a lot in the nature. That's why there's a picture of Kew Gardens right in the bottom corner. So there you go. It gives you a sense of how everything links together, how they're building a world, how they're actually interviewing an author who herself built a world, how that links to Kew Gardens, how that links to understanding about biomes and nature, and it all comes together for this great project. So thank you all so much for coming, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you.
Bye.